This is the Red Pill Reich. Now, every race has their strategy for their own survival as a group. When people talk about the Jewish question, and a lot of people think that, oh, the Jews run the world, and they think guys like me think that. I don't believe that Jews run the world. I think they have a lot of influence that's been given to them by certain elite whites. Okay, they have their strategies for survival like every other racial group does. Theirs tend to be more effective because they're more cerebral, and they come up with intelligent ways to apply things and create, strategies that actually work. Whereas other groups, such as blacks, pretty much can only resort to more primitive type strategies, such as violence, rioting in the streets, and tearing up shit and fucking up things. That's pretty much what you can expect from them. So their strategies, although may have more of a damaging effect in the short term, the Jewish strategies are far more effective long term for their own group. And they've been successful doing that. Of course, we've allowed them to do that. Whites' fault and error that we have is this extended altruism and empathy that we give to everybody outside of our own group. This is the fault of us. Just like how a lot of the guys that want to talk about women, MGTOW and other groups. Yes, women have their nature. Those of us who are who are race realists and white nationalists have known this. We've been red pill since before the term red pill was even created. A lot of white nationalists are well versed in human biodiversity, and of course, if you're a race realist, then you're automatically going to be a gender realist. We understand female nature very well. Okay. We were the first ones to actually really get into this. Now, so you can see we're the first truly, red pill people around. Whereas you MGTOW guys only want to deal with female nature. We deal across the board of all human biodiversity. Everybody has their nature. It's our own fault. The situation we're in with today, guys, you dudes who are MGTOW, is really men's fault. You can say, well, women don't. We should have never given them the right. Well, we did though. We gave them the rights. Even the whole Marxist crap. Look, women have only had the right to vote since the 1920s. All right. Before that, all the stupid mistakes we made. Communism was taking over a lot of parts of Europe long before, and Marxism long before women had the right to vote. Who were allowing this stupid shit to happen? It was fucking men. Men were allowing this to happen. So let's be real here, okay? Men have to take responsibility. We've allowed women to have these rights. We gave these other races the freedoms they have to live in our countries, and so we have to take responsibility for this. Okay, so quit just blaming women for everything. Even the ideas that Marxism is about was created in the mind of men. Now it was Jewish men. And that's why a lot of people, in the end, put the blame of everything on Jews. Because they seem to just not be very good at... they tend to destroy wherever they're at. And that's why they've been kicked out of so many nations. They're not a good influence upon their host nation. Now, understanding these truths of human biodiversity is important. That's why when I say the red pill has to be across the board. Instead of just bitching about female nature, understand, it's like, I don't necessarily hate anybody. I don't hate non-white people. I understand the nature. I don't hate women. I understand the nature. I don't necessarily hate termites, but I don't want them swarming around me and attacking me, do I? I understand the nature of this creature and how to deal with it. So bitching about these things, but the fact of the matter is all racial groups have their strategies, just like females do. That's just their nature. And it's not going to change. You have to control it. And we did this for a long time. Okay? So this idea that, well, nothing, I'm not a traditional conservative. I'm not 100% on the right. Okay? But, for example, I'm atheist. Now, most people would put that in the secular crowd on the left. I go with the facts wherever they lead. Okay? There's no data to prove any God or supernatural. So there's no reason of anybody of reasonable intelligence to buy that. Again, but a lot of my views do tend to go more on the right because that's where the facts lie. I don't necessarily hate anybody, but I understand the nature. And just as staunch as you guys in MGTOW are on understanding female nature and how you so diligently stick to that, that's respectable and commendable. But you need to expand that red pill across the board into other areas such as race and be just as diligent and staunch about that human biodiversity as you are with the differences between women and men. Then you'll start to come to the path of what the white nationalists are talking about, which is the ultimate truth across the board. Anyway, I'll delve in deeper into these things later. Until next time, ciao.